take it, grab it, because nobody is handing out trophies for unnecessary struggle. Hi, you are highly welcome to my channel. My name is Amara, and today I have a sort of a controversial opinion. I think we need to stop romanticizing struggle. And before anybody misunderstands me, I'm not saying that life won't be hard sometimes. I'm not saying that success does not require effort. I'm not even saying that we should avoid challenges. What I am saying is that somewhere along the line, we've started treating struggle like it's a personality trait, like something to be proud of. It now seems like the harder something is, the more valuable it automatically becomes. And honestly, I don't agree. Life doesn't have to be difficult, because nobody is giving out awards for unnecessary suffering. I mean, think about it. How many times have you heard people say things like, I've suffered before I got here. I didn't sleep for days. I trekked for years. I started with nothing. I started from under the bottom. And while these stories can be inspiring, sometimes I think that we've taken the wrong lesson from them. The lesson shouldn't be that suffering is the goal. The lesson should be that they succeeded despite the suffering, not because of it. Because if they had the opportunity to make things easier for themselves, do you really think they would have said no? And really, let's be honest, because if you can afford a taxi, or you can afford a bike or an Uber, why are you determined to trek for 2 hours just to prove a point? I mean, if you can outsource a task, why are you exhausting yourself doing everything alone? If you can afford a washing machine, why are you spending 3 hours on laundry? If technology can save you time, why are you acting like using it is a criminal offense, like it's cheating? I mean, if there is a smarter way to do something, why are we attracted to the harder way? Sometimes I think I feel like we've confused resilience with unnecessary hardship. And they are not the same thing. Resilience is getting through difficult situations when you have no choice. Hardship is not something we should deliberately seek out just because it sounds impressive. Because really, at the end of the day, what exactly are we trying to prove? To who? Like, if I can afford... One thing adulthood is teaching me is that time is precious, time is valuable. 24 hours is not enough in a day, and we are only here for a short while. Nobody knows exactly how much time they have, and that is exactly why I don't understand why some people wear struggle like a badge of honor. You have one life, I have one life, like we got only one life. Why spend it making everything harder than it needs to be? If you can rest, rest. If you can ask for help, ask for help. If you can pay for convenience, pay for convenience. I mean, if you can create systems that make your life easier, create them. Life itself is already a big chaos on its own. It's already difficult to go through. So why add extra suffering when you can avoid it? And this is not just an individual problem. I think it's also a system problem, because some of the things that we celebrate shouldn't even be necessary in the first place. I mean, think about it. Think about it. I had to turn on my mood like generator because never just took the lights. We praise people for enduring things that should have been fixed by functioning systems. Like, we celebrate people. Yeah, in Nigeria, you understand. We celebrate ourselves for surviving terrible roads, for enduring poor health care, for spending hours doing things that should take minutes, for enduring darkness, for buying fuel for generator when we paid for electricity bill, like for overcoming obstacles that should not even exist. And while I admire people's strength, sometimes I think that we are praising the wrong things. Maybe instead of applauding how much people can endure, we should be asking why they have to endure it at all. Like, we should be asking why they have to endure it at all. Because when a system is broken, people are forced to become stronger than they should have to be. You don't know how strong you are until you have to. And then society starts celebrating survival instead of demanding improvement. That is why you will hear stories of people working 3 jobs, sleeping 4 hours a night, constantly stressed out and burnt out, surviving below the minimum wage, a lot of horrible things. And somehow that has been presented to us as success. Meanwhile, the real goal should be building a life that is sustainable, a life where you are not constantly exhausted, a life where you are not always in survival mode, a life where you can enjoy the fruits of your labor, a life where success does not come at the expense of your health, your peace of mind, your relationships, your happiness. I think that we've reached a point where we need to redefine what strength looks like. Strength isn't always pushing harder. Sometimes strength is choosing a better way. Strength is setting boundaries. Strength is resting when you're tired. Strength is accepting help. Strength is saying, I do not have to suffer to deserve good things. Because you don't. Honestly, you don't. You don't have to earn rest through exhaustion. Like, you don't have to earn ease through suffering. You don't have to prove your worth by struggling. And maybe that's the message that I want us to remember from this video. Life is already going to present enough challenges on its own. So let's not make hardship an identity. Let's not make suffering our brands. No, suffering cannot be your brand. Work hard, yes, be disciplined, be resilient, absolutely. But whenever you have the opportunity to make your life a little easier, a little healthier, a little more peaceful, take it. Take it, grab it, because nobody is handing out trophies for unnecessary struggle. When you get to heaven, I don't even think Jesus is going to be happy that you're struggling. And when you're 80 years old, looking back on your life, I doubt you would wish you had suffered more. I think you'll be grateful for every moment of peace, every burden you put down, like every time you chose to make things a little lighter for yourself. So what do you think? Do you think society romanticizes struggle too much, or do you think hardship is a necessary part of success? For me personally, I think that, like I always say, life is short, live intentionally. So if you can avoid stress, by all means avoid it. If you can avoid it, if you can pay for convenience, pay. I mean, that's why you work hard. So let's prioritize ourselves, take care of ourselves. When you need to ask for help, do not be ashamed to ask for help. And see you in my next video. Of course, I really don't want to read your comments in the comment section. See you in the next video. Bye.